for this look today, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Foundation, and it's in 240. Alright, so I'm going to use this this foundation brush from the Vintage Cosmetic company, and I'm going to use that to apply my foundation initially. And look at that. Oh my gosh, this matched so well. It's just ridiculous. Alright, I'm going to take this flat top foundation brush, and I bought this off of Amazon. And these brushes are okay. I wouldn't tell you to, hey, go out and run out and buy it, only because not long after having it, it started to shed. And this is, besides my e.l.f. brushes, this is the only other brush that I own that shed, at least with, you know, with e.l.f. I kind of expected, because, you know, I'm only paid $1, but this was also cheap too. I think it was like between between $10 or $15 that I paid for it. So you know, it is what it is. I knew I was taking a risk when I got it, so I'm not even gonna sit here and fake the funk and be like, yeah, I didn't think I was taking a risk because of how inexpensive it was. But it does the work. I'll say that it does the work. It just sheds. That's all. But it does a great job. So if you're on a budget, you want to get it just for right now until you're ready to see how much you love doing makeup and want to step your game up, I say go for it. Why not? Right. I'm gonna use this concealer by Girl Pro Cosmetics, and it's in yellow corrector. And I'm also going to take a little bit of my foundation as well, and I'm going to mix that in with this. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to get this as close to, I want it to be a nice highlight, but I don't want it to be the type of highlight where it doesn't even look like my skin. It looks like a separation. And I'm just taking it and mixing it together. I just want it to be slightly lighter. You see, that's a perfect way for you, if you feel like your concealer is too light that you purchased and you're mad and they don't have another in-between stage color, yeah, do this. I'm just putting a light amount on because I don't want to have any caking action or creasing action going on over here. So just, and I'm also getting the light color right next to my nose, but not past my nostril. So you kind of just want to stop there, okay? And then let's do this tip. So you see how natural this highlight looks? It looks like my skin color except a little bit lighter. And that's pretty much the goal that I'm going for. So I would suggest that out there to a lot of ladies too. You know, there's no reason for your highlight to be an extremely light color that is not of you, period. I know some people like that look, but I personally like the real look. I like to look real with my makeup. And then of course, come out just a little bit, but I'm not gonna go all the way back here because no person looks like that on a daily basis or ever. All right, so now for this one, I'm just going to staple it in. I don't want to blend it away. All right, staple in the same area where you place the product, and the reason I staple is so it stays in place. It doesn't travel somewhere else it doesn't need to. Alright, so this is nice and gentle. Like I said, it's not too crazy. If you feel like you need it to be a little bit lighter, you can, but we're also going to be applying powder. But it's a nice, soft, gentle color. Alright, so if you want to do a little bit of contour, not anything too extreme, I would say try this color here and do the same thing. Mix a little bit with your foundation. So that'll also be a safe way for you to use the product without worrying about going overboard or it being too dark and not going to blend it in. You know, that's just a safe way to go. Mix it with your foundation. It will be a natural dark version of you. I have the two here. I'm going to go ahead and mix them in. All right, and this is the color we came out with. And just use it sparingly. Don't come past your outer corner of your eye. And I'm just going to put just a little bit there. Just a little bit there, and then, you know, why not? Alright, so we're just gonna stop there. I don't want to get out of control. Well, maybe just a little bit there. Yeah, just a little bit there. Alright, so this, I'm just gonna staple and make sure you blend it out so it's nice. And there's an easy way to add contour to your everyday foundation without having to do too much, especially if you don't want to look like you're going to the club, but you just want to add a little. I'm gonna rub some of this off in the back of my hand, off the brush, and And I'm not putting anything extra in the brush. I'm just using the what's left over. I'm not gonna do my nose, leave that alone, because we already kind of did the reverse contouring by adding the highlight instead of doing the contour. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit of my foundation because I want to ensure that my neck isn't doing some special activity. I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm just gonna wipe it off before I use it. Let's rub it into the foundation and rub that bad boy up. Alright, then let's move on to setting our foundation, and we're done. So this is an easy way to warm up your face without going in too heavy. I'm also gonna just make sure this is not too dark up here. Use whatever's left on the brush with the foundation to blend that out. So this is a nice gentle way to add it in without doing that whole cream contour highlight type thing where it's just too heavy for daytime. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to this contour kit. I got this from TJMaxx. Oh, I've already used it already. And I have to say I'm in love with this product. The name of the company is called Measurable Difference up there. It said that it's a crystal leaf formulation. I had to look up this company after I tried this. That's how impressed I was. I was like, yo, this can't be that cheap. And yeah, and it works so great. Well, guess what? This wasn't a cheap product. This palette here is $30 on their website. I found this at TJMaxx for $4.99. Don't understand how excited I am that was that's an awesome deal. Matter of fact, I bought something else from there that was an awesome deal too, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. Oh yes, I was so excited about that one too. All I gotta say, ladies, if you go to TJMaxx and you go to Marshall's and you see a product you don't know what it is, Google it real quick on your phone, look up the product, see what the price is so you can know what you're paying for, what the value of it is, and look up some quick reviews. Yeah, I do all that when I'm in the store. So you can imagine how long I'm in the aisle at TJMaxx and Marshall's. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this one time. Alright, so that's what it looks like. Alright, and then, okay, and that's what it looks like when it goes on. And of course, blends very well. That was the thing that impressed me. Like, this thing blended really, really well with my foundation. And I'm gonna switch up brushes because I want to make sure that this fits underneath here in this area. So I'm gonna be using this into the product and then look down and pack this on. And I'm looking down because if you look up, you see how you have all the folds? I want to stretch the folds out from underneath my eye, so I'm looking down. And what I love about this powder is, I don't know if you guys can see that, like, it's so smooth. Like, it really just, it's like it melts into your skin, and then it doesn't look chalky. And then I also love this color. Even though it's like a soft pale yellow, it's not a yellow, so it doesn't make you look ridiculous. Like, you just painted on some fake color that makes you look like something else. So let me go ahead and set the rest of my T-zone areas. And if you're not familiar with what your T-zone is, it's just a T across your face. That's all the areas that, if you're an oily person like myself, that's where you'll see all the juicy greasiness action going on. Alright, so that's typically where I like to highlight. I don't like to put any kind of light colors on this area here, only because I feel like it brings my jawline out more, and I don't want to make my jawline look bold. Yeah, I just want to try to just keep, my features nice and soft as possible. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next. So the next one is this dark color, but what I've been doing is I actually mixed the two because I don't want it to be too dark. So all you just is tap it. If you want to change the color, just tap, all depending if you want it light or you want it dark. So if I want it light, I'm going to type light, dark, then light. But if I want it dark, then I'm going to tap dark, light, then dark, if that makes sense. Alright, and then I'm just going to brush it here so I can have a nice light contour. It's not too dark. And same thing goes up there. And then you can use some of this too if you want to along the side of your nose. Okay. And then I'm going to use a little bit on my chin there and use a little bit there. We're going to move on to blush. For blush, I'm going to be using this product by Makeup Revolution. I actually like to use natural tones as my blush, so I'm going to go with this color right here. I just feel like it gives it a more natural, soft glow. This is especially perfect like if you're going out on a date. You know what I mean? You don't want to look like, you know, cake face and, you know, you don't like yourself and you don't look real, but you want to have like a nice, you know, flush look to your skin. This will definitely be it. I'm going to do a little bit of highlight from NYX, and it is in Ritualistic. I'm going to use this setting spray. It's actually not e.l.f. I actually just using a bottle. Getting it wet, it's just, I just feel like it has more of a nicer glow than when you put it on dry. You can see all the dry specks of the powder. Anyway, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, definitely make sure to like this video and make sure to comment in the box below. If you'd like to see something a little bit more specific, especially if you're a beginner, definitely leave it in the comment box as well. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.